Welcome back to Maroon 360. I'm Christy Beth Nelson, and what a week it has been in sports. From World Series coverage to professionals retiring, I have everything you need to know right here. Almost 400 employees are being laid off by ESPN in the coming weeks. According to John Skipper, president of ESPN, the network is cutting jobs in an attempt to stay at the forefront of the market by integrating emerging technology in their programming. In a recent study by TV rating company Nielsen, ESPN's subscriber base has dropped from 98.9 million to 91.8 million over the last 2 years. Many of these subscribers now favor an online alternative to television. ESPN is also dealing with rising production costs and fees associated with the large events that they have the rights to broadcast. The layoffs have not yet been announced publicly, and no specific departments have been named. For the first time since 2000, the New York Mets are playing in the World Series. The National League champs swept the Chicago Cubs to reach the championship series and face the American League champions, the Kansas City Royals. The Royals overcame a tough Toronto Blue Jays team, 4-2. Game 1 of the World Series starts tonight on Fox at 7. Although the Broncos are one of the only 5 teams still undefeated in the NFL, it hasn't been easy going for legendary quarterback Peyton Manning. After losing one of his favorite receivers in the offseason, Manning is on pace to throw more interceptions than touchdowns for the first time since his rookie season. Even with his uncharacteristic start, Manning has the Broncos sitting atop the AFC West and in position for a deep playoff run. With the release of this week's Top 25 AP poll, 2 unbeaten teams have fallen, but defending national champions Ohio State still holds strong in the number 1 spot. Utah, last week's second-ranked team, fell to number 13 after a 42-24 loss to USC, and Florida State fell to number 17 after a last-second loss to Georgia Tech. Rounding out the remainder of the top 5 is Baylor at number 2 and Clemson at number 3. LSU moved up a spot to number 4, and Baylor dropped a spot to number 5, despite not playing over the weekend. Mississippi State is also ranked again after beating Kentucky, coming in at the number 25 spot. According to top-ranked promoter Bob Arum, the only fighter in boxing history to win world titles in 8 weight classes will end his career with a fight on April 9th. Manny Pacquiao, the icon of the Philippines, discussed his plans to retire to Arum over the dinner in New York last week. Pacquiao, who is 36 years old, serves as a congressman for his province and plans to run for one of the 24 open national Senate seats in May of 2016. Pacquiao insists that he fight in his last fight no later than April so that he can spend at least a month on the campaign trail. That's all for your national sports update, but Thad Fairley has a look inside what's going on in the world of Bulldog athletics. What do you have for us, Thad?
Thanks a lot, Christy Bell. One of your Bulldogs once again makes the headlines this week. See how men's golf did in the latest tournament and get a close look at MSU's game against Kentucky. We got more local news for you after the break.